Just a few days after visiting Syria, I'm about to board my first flight to Israel. More on the politics later. Hello on day 5000 of the lockdown. Today I'm going to share with you a video of one of the coolest flights I've ever taken.
I am in windy Amman, Jordan.
This was on my birthday, so I treated myself to Royal Jordanian business class. And it was off to a good start. Royal Jordanian has a separate entrance for business class passengers. This brings you directly to the check-in area. The whole arrival process is exclusive. After check-in, I passed through a hallway which has its own security checkpoint, as well as passport control, separate from the main facilities. So there is no need to wait anywhere. This airport opened in 1983, and this new terminal we are in opened in 2013. From Amman, you can fly non-stop all over the Middle East, to Europe, a few places in North America, Asia, and Africa. But it's still a fairly small airport. In 2019, it had 9 million passengers. As of May 2020, this airport is completely closed for commercial traffic due to the ongoing COVID-19 situation. Today, I am taking Royal Jordanian's shortest flight, which is a quick hop from Amman to Tel Aviv. But first, let's have a look at the lounge. This lounge is also used by One World partners. I like the big open layout. It reminds me of the United Lounge in Hong Kong. There are enough seating choices, but the seats have no power or USB outlets. So I had to get my hands dirty in order to charge my devices.
Now, why did I say this is one of the coolest flights in the world? There are two reasons. One, it's aviation, and two, politics. The two cities, Amman and Tel Aviv, are only about 100 kilometers apart, which is 60 miles. So the average flight time is only about 25 minutes. Now the airplane only reaches a cruising altitude, if you can call it that, of about 8,000 feet. Now it's possible to travel from Amman to Tel Aviv or to anywhere else in Israel by land, but due to the borders that have to be crossed, it is much more time consuming.
Now allow me to be critical. The food was mediocre at best. The selection was small and the food tasted bland. Just a few days ago, I was at the MEA lounge in Beirut and was overwhelmed by the delicious food. So maybe I'm just spoiled. Back to Amman. I did enjoy the salad bar.
The second reason why this flight is amazing is, as I said, due to politics. Now, I don't want to get too much into politics on this channel. Flights to and from Israel and handover of flights to and from Israeli airspace is an incredibly complex topic. There are two Arab countries that have peace treaties with Israel, Jordan being one, Egypt being the other. And for that reason, having an Arab carrier fly from an Arab country to Israel and landing in Israel is very cool.
It's time to fly! The route between Amman and Tel Aviv is operated by various aircraft. It can be the A320 family, the Embraer E-Jet series, and sometimes even on a Dreamliner. Unfortunately, I'm not so lucky. No Dreamliner today. I'm on a 7-year-old A320. Not bad. The dark livery looks elegant. What do you think? Business class is in a 2-2 layout. And I'm in seat 4J, like Justin Bieber or Jordan. And here it comes! The captain allowed me to come into the cockpit. The captain said that the planned flight time is 35 minutes due to weather. I love it! 10 more free minutes on top! This was the highlight of my life. Shukran jazilan, Captain. Life will only go downhill from here. Seat pitch in this business class seat is excellent! We were given drinks before takeoff, and the flight attendant was very friendly. And we're off to Israel! Here we are flying over Amman and the mountains just west of Amman. Now we're about to cross the border. Here you see the Jordan River, which flows into the Dead Sea. And it marks the border between Jordan on the east and Israel and the West Bank on the west. In fact, I was at this river just yesterday. I am in northern Jordan. You can see the river here. It divides Jordan and Israel. So behind me, not even 10 meters that way, is Israel. There is no competition on this route, so flights tend to be expensive. You can expect to pay around $700 for this 25-minute flight in economy on a round-trip ticket. Luckily, I still had some British Air miles, so I paid 5,600 points and 210 euros. Still quite expensive. There is no service on this flight. No drinks, no snacks, nothing. Due to the low altitude, I felt as if we were flying unusually fast. And before I knew it, we landed in Tel Aviv's Gurion International Airport. United! I miss you! The immigration officer was very friendly and the process was fast. I know they are trained for psychological profiling, but I honestly just felt that we were having a friendly conversation. Now, I know that my travels are unusual. Visiting both Syria and Israel on the same trip may raise some eyebrows. I love traveling, and I've experienced that people all around the world are by and large kind. Whenever I expose myself to people from different backgrounds, I realize we are not that different after all. We should not let political, religious, ethnic, or any other difference divide us.